Hi, I'm Dr. Elliot Adam from ElliotOracle.com. I'm also the author of the award winning Fearless Tarot and the brand new release Tarot in Love, Consulting the Cards and Matters of the Heart, which is now out from Llewellyn Books. And it is the time for this week's Oracle Reveal. So earlier today on Instagram, I placed up a photo of three different animals and I asked you to use your intuition and ask yourself which animal's calling to you, because that animal has your message. And the three animals were the zebra, the blue heron, and the grouse. So if you're just joining me now, ask yourself which animal's getting caught in your head because that animal has your message. For those of you who pick zebra, the card says let go of your fear and know that you are safe and protected at all times. And zebra can represent those times in your life when you're walking into something that's unknown. And a lot of times our brain will rush to come up with the worst case scenario for how everything's going to go terribly, or that we have to somehow be alarmed or afraid of what we're walking into. And sometimes we'll even talk ourselves out of that. This animal archetype is telling you to go forward boldly and to trust your guides, trust your friends, trust the people that you can confide in that can be reassuring to you in order to step into this new reality and know it's for your growth, know it's for your own good. Sometimes we also will confuse fear with excitement. And it's because it shows up in the body in a very similar way. So, what you're going to want to do this next week is maybe instead of saying, I'm so afraid, I'm so nervous, instead say, I'm so excited. I'm so excited about this thing that's going to happen. And I trust myself to know that if something is going wrong, I'll be able to respond to it instead of feeling like you're powerless. First card for Zebra is where it's best to place your focus this next week. And we get the Ace of Cups, which is traditionally a card of love. It's also, however, a card of rebirth and transcendence. We can see the dove that's coming out of the heavens, blessing the chalice below, which is overflowing, and it's refilling the pond below. And I just feel with that, there's this spiritual rebirth that's happening for you if you're attracted to zebra, and you're needing to trust it. You're also needing to know that your higher self, your angels, your guides, whatever it is that you look up to, that is behind you. That is going to be watching out for you and protecting you with this important new beginning. It's important to follow what you love and don't let your fear talk you out of it. Second, it's going to be advice from your inner wisdom. And look at that. We get two aces for the zebra this week, the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups. Aces in a tarot reading are really good to get. They're just like getting aces in a poker game, I often say. But here you got a pair of them as you're walking into this next week. And aces always have to do with that new beginning. But with that Ace of Swords, it's a card of fortitude, taking charge, and being confident with this positive new beginning as well. And the mythic archetype that's going to help you is actually Amphitrite. She is the sea goddess, the wife of Poseidon, the sea god. And what she can represent is that there's this natural current flowing through your life, and it is in alignment with your deepest feelings about the situation. And you're needing to trust that current. You're needing to trust your heart. Also, just that watery imagery of the Ace of Cups with Amphitrite, there's just such a sense that there's something replenishing, something healing in your emotional experience, and it has to do with the new beginning. So don't be afraid of all the new things that are going to be presenting themselves to you in the coming months, because I feel like this is an important doorway for you to walk through. Next, we're going to go into the blue heron. So, if you were attracted to this animal, the message on the card says, make a stand for what you believe is right and do what you feel is right in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others. And blue heron could just be calling you to trust your own integrity, to really tie your experience of what you're going through, what your desire is, with your authentic self, and not look outside of yourself for, well, what do they think about that? And is it okay? And am I getting permission? But instead, what feels right for me? So, blue heron is also the water phoenix. It's akin to the fiery phoenix who comes out of the ashes. Well, the blue heron is the phoenix that comes out of the realm of water. And so, that rebirth, that emotional rebirth, is kind of continuing into this animal as well, similar to the zebra before. First card for Blue Heron is where it's best for you to place your focus, and you got the Sun, the best card of the deck. It's saying to focus on your bliss, focus on your joy, the thing that really opens you up. You also want to be open to your rebirth or to this new beginning. The sun card reminds us that every day the sun rises, beginning life anew, and you get to begin anew as well. You don't have to just do the same old thing just because you've always done it that way. This might be a time, this might be a day where you're courageous and you reframe it as the first day of the rest of your life. So, what it is that you want to really feel joyful and embrace and go toward, this card is really giving you permission, not from other people, not from their approval, but from your own authentic self to follow that dream. Second card is advice from your inner wisdom. And look at that, another luminary card with the star. So there's something really powerful going on for the water phoenix, the blue heron. The star has to do with transcendence and higher wisdom. And this could be a time when you're really trusting your purpose, the sense of destiny. The stars are also maps for sailors when they're lost at night and they can't find their way back. And so, this is a card that could say that you're needing to trust that map that's laid out by your inner spirit, by your inner wisdom. And there's also that ibis bird in the background, looking so similar to a blue heron. That water bird energy is really going to be prevalent around you. So, this could be a time to reflect and to really get back in touch with your deeper feelings. And then finally, the mythic archetype that's going to help you is Harmonia. She's obviously the goddess of harmony. And she's the daughter of Ares and Aphrodite. You can see them in the clouds there, kind of in the image. And Ares and Aphrodite are exact opposites. You know, Ares is the god of war and aggression. Aphrodite is the goddess of love and beauty and softness. And Harmonia could say it's time to balance these two things. Here we see that solar yang Mars energy with the sun, and that yin, beautiful feminine goddess archetype energy with the star. So I feel like it's time to really bring these two very important authentic parts into balance. And finally, we're going to go into the grouse animal. And this card says, express yourself through rhythm and movement by drumming and dancing. And grouse could be really calling you out of your head and back into your body. Maybe it's time to put some headphones in and dance a bit. It may be time to work out some stress through movement. But I really feel like the more you get vital, alive in your body, the more you're going to start to feel a boost in self esteem and also a little bit more control over what might be happening in your periphery. First card for grouse is where it's best to place your focus. And we got the strength card. And we see this card a lot for the oracle reveal, but it shows the woman in the white gown, which represents your higher self, your spirit, and she's taming the lion below. And the lion represents those things in your life that feel out of control, overwhelming. They're those fears or those challenges that could consume you utterly if you let them go unchecked. And yet, strength is telling you exercise that self control, be gentle with yourself, turn inward, be kind to yourself during this time as well. The next card is going to be advice from your inner wisdom. And we get the Four of Swords, which is a card of peace. In the stained glass window, way high up above the priest's head, you can see PAX. And in Latin, that means peace. And what this is saying is it's time to get calm. It's time to calmly tame the lion in your life. It's time to assess what the challenge is and not freak out about it, not gear up for battle, not get all tense, but instead to really rein that thing in through gentle self-corrections. Maybe making 3 choices today that are going to help to tame the beast by taking action proactively on what it is you're trying to accomplish. The Four of Swords is also telling you that a calm mind is a powerful mind. So if you can get your center back, if you can get calm, you're going to find that you can really transcend the difficulty in front of you. And then finally, the mythic archetype that's going to help you is Calypso. She's the nymph who hides in the cave and falls in love with Odysseus on his travels home. And her name means hidden, the hidden things, much like the eclipse. We have Calypso. And so this could be a time where you're really unfurling what's hidden in your own heart. It might also be a time to dare to reconnect with what your true desire really is, to fall in love with your life, and to really allow your heart to go toward what will bring it the most fulfillment. And that is this week's Oracle. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can always check me out at elliotoracle.com. Otherwise, I hope you all have a safe and happy week, and I'll see you again here next time. So do take care.